This week, I'm finally getting the siding back up after installing 2 brand new windows. I've also got some updates on my plumbing situation, which caused quite a bit of controversy on what I should do in the comments last week. The final decision has been made and a plan is in motion. On top of that, I'll be exploring the woods around my cabin, foraging for wild plants, and making a few cool things along the way. Let's get into it. Good morning, welcome back to the cabin. Today, Toby and Dad are on their way and we're gonna get started putting the siding back up on the back of my cabin where we installed the windows, getting the windows framed out, putting flashing tape up, all that stuff. We're still not gonna start on putting the tongue and groove up on the inside of the cabin because the plumber is gonna come out this week. I'm gonna get a quote and idea of what he thinks I should do about my water lines. So I think it's just easier to leave the wall off so he can see how the pipes are and everything. Once I get word from him and a plan for that, I'll put that wall back up, and I can't wait because that's really just going to like tie everything together on the inside. I'm definitely excited about getting everything moving and grooving on the outside, getting one step closer to my perfect cabin.
Toby, it's me. Hi, boy.
First, we are putting flashing tape around the windows to seal it in, and then we're gonna run into town and get some 2x4s to frame out the windows, and then we will put the siding back on, cut it with the saw, and be good to go. Oh, he's coming.
He's coming.
Stop. Stop. Stop, boy.
He is being so bad.
On this window, instead of pulling off the siding, we just cut into the wood. So right now I'm just cutting it out more to fit the flashing and the framing. If you're wondering why we pulled the other siding, it's because some of it was loose and not sitting correctly. So we were able to fix that and get better cuts using the table saw. So we took off the siding, found this big hole. That's where the washer and dryer room was added on. This is what he just pulled out of that hole. Look at that. It's a wasp mansion in there. That is just absolutely mortifyingly, terrifyingly awful. Perfect. Dad is working on getting a piece of wood to close that up so no more wasps get in there. And I just finished cutting down the siding so that we can put in the 2x4 to frame out the window from the outside. And I need to actually put flashing tape on that now that I have the space. After I got the siding cut and most of the flashing up, we popped into town for the rest of the treated 2x4 framing wood, got some lunch, and finally tuckered the boy out. Alright. We need on this size and on that other side. Now I got sawdust in my tea. Alright. Whoa. We have the windows all flashed out. We're gonna spray foam this situation up here, put some flashing tape up. I'm gonna make the last final cuts for the 2x4 frames, and then we're gonna start putting back the siding back up. It feels so nice today. The humidity's finally down and it's not super hot, and it's like actually kind of enjoyable to work on the cabin. It's just quite a nice change of pace. Holy crap.
Look at this salamander. Move, Toby. No. He's crazy looking. Oh my.
Alright, so we finished the framing out of the window, and now we're working on getting all the siding back onto the cabin. Dad and I took a quick break inside to get rehydrated with the best electrolyte beverage, Element. Element is a tasty electrolyte powder with a scientifically backed formula to keep you hydrated. Each pack has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. I've been using Element for the past 2 years, and it always does an excellent job keeping me hydrated, whether I'm hiking across the country, training for an ultramarathon, or working outside all day at the cabin. I'm so excited to announce that my favorite flavor, lemonade salt, which started as a seasonal flavor, is now a part of the permanent lineup, so we can enjoy it all year long. If you would like to try Element for yourself, you can use my link at drinklmnt.com/Kelly Hayes and use my code Kelly Hayes at checkout for a free sample pack of all the best flavors. Link is in my description.
Well, I want to save all that for like a composting pile.
It is almost dark out, but we're just about finished. Dad is making the last cut for this tricky piece that I didn't want to mess up. And then we just have one more piece, and then the trim, and that piece to put back in. And all of the siding should be back up. Guys, I finally did it. I bought a mattress topper. So if you've been watching the cabin series, you know the story about my bed. It's a family heirloom. The bed frame, it's like hundreds of years old, been passed down from my family. And the mattress that came with the bed is also ancient. It's like 50 something odd years old. Safe to say the mattress is not comfortable at all. Now I would have already ordered a new mattress for the bed. However, this is a 3/4 sized bed. That's a mattress size that I guess they used to make in the olden days, but they no longer make it anymore. It's bigger than a twin, smaller than a full, and so basically I would have to order a custom size mattress. You can find those like on RV mattress websites. They're out there, and I've looked at a few, but I don't know. I just not getting around to actually ordering it. I have not gotten a good sleep since I bought the cabin. It's a problem. Not fun. Not sleeping. I finally had enough. So what I've been doing is I have this camping pad on here, and I've been using it as like my cushion. Let me show you guys. You can kind of see it here. It's just this 3-inch foam pad, like a camping pad. It's only like 20 inches across, so it moves around on the bed as I sleep, and also, you know, it's not as big as the mattress. And so what ends up happening is like my arm hangs off the side and falls asleep, and then I'll turn and move over, and then my arm will be hanging off this side, and it's just it's not a good setup. That's what I've been doing. I finally got fed up, and so I went into town and I bought this. And it is a temporary solution, but I'm hoping that it changes my life and I can finally have a good sleep out here. This is nothing fancy. Actually, it's gonna be way too big. A bit too wide. I'm gonna lay down in the bed and give you guys my first impressions. Ooh, this bed's pretty comfortable. Okay, we'll see how it does. Mom surprised me tonight coming over to the cabin. What do you think?
I think it's nice, but don't you put that on there. 'Cause
This is what I do when I have guests over. My couch turns into a bed. Sometimes I sleep on here too if I can't get a good night's sleep in the other bed, but it's really nice. As you can see, when it's pulled out, there is not much space else to work with. Good morning, everybody. I literally just woke up, so ignore the way that I look. But I'm up early because the plumber is en route, and that's an exciting day because he's gonna hopefully give me an idea of what I should do about my pipes, see what he thinks about my pipes being in the ceiling. This plumbing job was DIY'd once, and I would rather a professional do it this time so that I don't have to mess with it ever again. Hopefully. For a while at least, anyway. Oh, one more update. Last night was the first night that I slept on my new mattress cover on the bed, and I'm kind of pissed at myself because I should have gotten that thing a long time ago. It was literally the best nights of sleep that I've gotten at the cabin since I've been here. This will be a good temporary solution until I can find a mattress that works with that bed. See how they're installed above my ceiling joints and above the insulation?
The issue is since they're laying right on top of that roof, that's
They don't
gonna
have-
freeze. There should have been insulation in between the two.
Right.
And it being that close to that roof line,
Mm-hmm.
good possibility that could freeze.
So my question to you is, if we were to move these lines, where do you think?
It'd be underneath the house.
That's what I thought.
It would be underneath, and then how's your heat and air ran? Is it ran underneath too, or is it all up? You just got a mini split?
I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do this year, because I know I need to deal with this plumbing, and I know I need to do skirting and insulation underneath. If we move the lines under there, then both of these jobs are going to have to be done
Pretty
before
fast.
winter. Right.
Yeah. It's my boss is out of town right now.
That's my bathroom.
Yep.
And
that's your shower.
Yeah, shower lines, and then
Toilet setting about right there, maybe.
yeah, you can see, actually, yeah, you can see the line on this side.
Toilet right in there.
So this winter, should I heat tape that, pool noodle it?
You'd be using a lot of heat tape on that.
Right. Heat tape kind of worries me anyway, because I feel like if it's not
you
put
got
on
electrical and water running, you know, if that buses, then you're in trouble, that heat tape. Which I mean, I know it's got coating and stuff on it, but
it worries me. Yeah, the all wood cabin is
So what we would do is go below here, put your valve, and then right where your first beam is, we go straight in,
okay.
and then branch everything off there. Go in a little ways, drill holes through the floor, bring up your new lines and stuff, and then tack everything up with insulation and stuff, then come up for that bathroom over there.
So with the lines that are currently in the ceiling, would y'all just clip those and leave them up there? Yeah. I don't think there's any like pulling them or nothing.
I wouldn't try to get them out. I'll just leave them.
Okay, guys. Whoa. 2 big walnuts just almost fell on my head. Mom is still here. We went into town. We got breakfast after the plumber came. I wanted to take some time to come out and pick some flowers because the flowers are popping this time of the year. So I have a little vase at home. Let's pick some flowers around the cabin. First, I'm going to get a couple of my spider lilies. Some of them are already starting to die off. And this is goldenrod. They smell so good already. This is fun. These are beauty berries, and I'm gonna pick some for my bouquet of flowers, but we're also gonna make something really delicious with that berry, so stay tuned for that. There's some scat in my road. What does that look like? Is that deer? One of my goals this year and this fall is to really get good about identifying different plants and things around my area that I can use for tinctures, essential oils, salves, tea, get all the different things. Cute. I love it. Okay, guys. Whoa. This is my wonderful sun beaming in from my awesome windows. So plumber came yesterday and he got back to me with the estimate today, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because screw it, you know? Need to get this done. I might as well do it this year. It's expensive, but it needs to be done, and I just don't want to worry about that this winter. And I could make it work this season if I needed to, but I have some travel plans this winter, and I don't want to feel like I have to come babysitting my water lines 24/7. I've got that plan in motion, and they will be coming next week. Also, the roofing guys came back today. It's been a lot of back and forth with them because I've been out of town. They should be coming back in like 2 to 3 weeks. I wanted them to drill a hole in my ceiling so that the bathroom fan could ventilate out of the cabin. They got that installed today, and I actually got to get on the roof, look at my roof, and also peek down at my water lines. Kind of confirmed what I thought. They go all the way over through the ceiling down into this bathroom and then into the kitchen as well. Doesn't matter because, like you guys heard from the plumber, they're going to be clipped, and we're going to be moving the water lines underneath the house. They're going to insulate them. Then once the plumber comes and puts those lines in next week, I'm going to get started on the skirting and the underpinning of my cabin. Now that's been a big decision as well, as far as what material that I want to skirt the cabin with. There's a lot of different options out there. Comment what you think would look the best. This week has felt super productive because I am getting the ball moving on projects and getting things done, and that always feels good. So I put my new windows in, and my beautiful, wonderful, amazing grandmother already made me curtains for my back windows. She's just incredible. I don't know how she sews so much. Such a blessing in my life. Grandma, I love you so much. Today I'm gonna put these up. Oh, can Very good at teeth. It's been now that the plumber's been here, I'm gonna start putting back up the tongue and groove on this wall. Before I can do that, I'm gonna have Dad, he has to fix one of the electrical lines. Put the tongue and groove back up. I'll move my TV back in here. And I think I'm gonna get an electric fireplace. Eventually I wanna get a wood stove. I don't know if I'll get that done this year, but I am gonna get one of those cute little like electrical ones that I can just set up there. I can put off some good heat. Heat is going to be an issue in this cabin in the winter because I only have my one mini split, which is up in the air. Heat rises, so most of the heat that puts off probably is not even gonna make it down here. I'm just not gonna worry about it right now. It is time. We're gonna go pick beauty berries on the trails, and then I am going to make a jelly or a jam with the berries. My neighbor sent me a recipe and I've been dying to make it ever since. So I saw some right out my back window over here. So I'm gonna get those first. They smell so good. I decided I'm gonna try to half the recipe because I don't know how it's gonna turn out. And this is a lot of berries. So I have 2.5 cups in here. I think I'll pick a couple just extra just in case. And then we'll go back to the house and make the jelly. Okay, we're gonna be making beauty berry jelly. I got all my beauty berries here. First step, I believe, is to wash them. Wow, they smell so good. While the berries are soaking, I need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I'm gonna use this little lemon squeezer thing. I think you just go like this. If you squeeze it. Wow, that works so well. Place the berries and water in a pot, bring to a boil, then simmer for 20 minutes. Okay, we are boiling, so I'm gonna turn this down to low. So while that's doing its thing, I have the pectin. I'm only gonna use half of this little container. I got my lemon juice. Yeah, that's about perfect. Oh, we have to mash them. Drain through cheesecloth or fine strainer. There is the juice that we are left with. It's so purple. It's beautiful. We have to do 1 minute boiling really hard. Alright, we'll see if that does anything. I think I added the sugar too soon, like before it started boiling. So I don't know if that's gonna mess with anything, but I'm gonna let it sit for a second and then see. It kind of looks like it's jellying.
Time to pour the jelly in the jars. It is a few hours after I made the jam, and it hasn't set. It's still really liquidy. I know how to fix it, but I've kind of been testing it. It tastes so good, and I have like a pre-jam idea before I try to fix that. I am gonna give it through the night, but I do not think that I put enough pectin, just because I halved the recipe and I eyeballed half of the pectin. So anyway, I'm gonna put some Greek yogurt in here. Then I'm gonna take some of my stuff and drizzle it. Oh yeah, baby. So I may keep it as a syrup and make things with it. But yeah, look at that. It looks like candy. Oh my gosh. Let's try it. I put some cacao nibs on it. That is so good. That would taste so good on ice cream too. That would also taste so good. A LaCroix seltzered water. It tastes almost tropical. With the berries right behind my house. I love it.
'Cause she's worth more than all the gold in Mississippi. So I'm leaving.